Good afternoon. Welcome to the section. So just give me a second. Perfect. Okay. Welcome again. Good afternoon. So this is my class, English Interchange Inter-Unit 6. So in this unit, um, we can learn about the basic English course is designing for those who are just starting off. Upon completion of the course, the student would have an understanding of the basic concept of English and will be able to for simple constructions and sentences. And the prerequisite is the unit 5. So in this section, this is the learning objectives that you can see. The first one, the students will have to expand their basic understanding of grammar, meaning, and use. Also, students will have to develop reading speed and the pronunciation. Students will have to develop speech motoric abilities for use outside of the classroom. And also, the students will have to identify difficult sounds, words, and phrases to support listening comprehension. The students will have also to participate in conversations and also some videos that later we can show you. And the students will have to pre-reading strategies to improve the likelihood of comprehension. And the last one, the students will have to frequent in-class opportunities to practice free writing. So, my name is Miguel Castro, or you can prefer to call me Mike. It doesn't matter. So, the first section, grammar, we can learn about simple present, right? So, the simple present is used to express habits and routines, general facts, repeat actions or situations, emotions, and permanent desires. For example, I smoke, and also I work in London, and London is a large city. If you see three different aspects, and habits, permanence, and general fact. And I can show you some other examples for habit. Section is I play, I eat, I walk, I work, I study. The permanence examples, I play soccer every Monday, I get up at 9 every day, I walk to school. In the general fact, I live in Soyapango. She works at TP, or can you prefer teleperformance? It's very hot in San Miguel. Uh, this is some examples. Do you express habits and routines in simple present? And also to give instructions or directions. For example, you walk for 200 meters, then you turn left. And also, give me another example. Um, you go down this street to the supermarket. Then you turn left. If you can see, we can use this adverbs and also the verbs, right? So, and this is a graphic that you can identify the, well, the simple present. Where is the function, right? The subject, the verb to be, and the complement. For example, oh, I forget the not, right? If a negative sentence. For example, I am a teacher or I am not a teacher, okay? And also you can use you are my friend or you are not my friend. We are good students or we are not good students. Also, they are very smart or they are not very smart. And the next one, he is a nice person or he is not a nice person. And etc., etc., etc. So the formation of the simple present, for example, to think, right? In affirmative form is I think, you think, he thinks. Remember, when you use the third person singular, you add the letter S or ES. Later, I can show this section, right? And also, we think and they think. An interrogative, do you remember the intonation, right? Do I think? If you can listen my intonation, uh, always you can intonate the the questions. For example, do you think or does he think? And the negative question, sorry, sentence, uh, I do not think or I don't think. It doesn't matter. Or he does not think or he doesn't think. So I can show you this video. So please pay attention in this video. Let me see.
Simple present tense. There are 12 verb tenses in the English language. For the simple tenses, we have the simple present, simple past, and simple future. For the perfect tenses, we have the present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. For the progressive or continuous tenses, we have the present progressive, past progressive, and future progressive. And lastly, for the perfect progressive tenses, we have the present perfect progressive, past perfect progressive, and future perfect progressive. This lesson will talk about a simple present tense. To make a positive simple present statement, simply follow this pattern. Subject plus main verb. Simple present tense is used for the following reasons. Number 1, for things that are true in general. Examples: cheetah is the fastest land animal. Fruits and vegetables contain a lot of vitamins. Mr. Jackson lives alone. Cheetah, fruits and vegetables, and Mr. Jackson are the subjects in these sentences, while is, contain, and lives are the verbs. Number 2, for habits or for things that happen sometimes or all the time. The following adverbs are commonly used for simple present tense: never, sometimes, usually, frequently, often, and always. Examples: I sometimes skip breakfast. She goes to school late. Mr. and Mrs. Jones always visit their grandchildren. I, she, and Mr. and Mrs. Jones are the subjects in these sentences, while skip, goes, and visit are the verbs. If you notice, all the examples follow the pattern subject plus main verb. For the negative sentence, the pattern is subject plus doesn't or don't plus main verb in base form. Examples: Peter bakes delicious cookies. Peter doesn't bake delicious cookies. My classmates like our history teacher. My classmates don't like our history teacher. If you notice, the main verbs in these sentences are all changed into their base form: bake and like. For questions, the sentence structure is do or does plus subject plus main verb in base form. Examples: you like ice cream. Do you like ice cream? She lives in New York. Does she live in New York? They study in the same school. Do they study in the same school? Remember that in making questions, do and does should come first. Try to compare the differences between the structures of the simple present sentences. We have here.
So I can pause in this part because if you can see in this graphic, the parts of the positive, negative, in question of super present, right? And this section, you can see, for example, her perfume smells good. In the negative section, her perfume doesn't smell good. This is the part that I can tell you before. In this part, right? Does or doesn't, right? And also, does her perfume smell good? So this is the first part, well, the grammar part, so the simple present, right? We can show you, well, see the vocabulary section, the daily routines. So in this part, the present simple tense, in this English lesson, we take a look at how we can use the present simple tense when talking about daily routines. But what is a normal daily routine? Your daily routine is your normal everyday activities and the things that you usually do or a normal school or work day. For example, um, I get up very early or most specific, I get up 8 a.m. and also I take a shower and I get dressed and etc. etc. So in this video, if you can see, learn English vocabulary about daily routines so that you will be helped to describe a typical day of your life in present tense. So please pay attention and then make some exercise.
My little English. Wake up. I wake up when my alarm rings. Turn off alarm. I turn off my alarm. Get up. I get up at 7 a.m. every morning. Make the bed. I make my bed regularly. Take a shower. I take a shower at every morning. Brush the teeth. I brush my teeth regularly. Iron the clothes. I iron my clothes. Get dressed. I get dressed before breakfast. Have breakfast. I always have breakfast with my family. Read the newspaper. I read the newspaper daily. Go to school. After breakfast, my children go to school. Have lesson. Children have lessons.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Uh, I can explain the daily routines, right? Thank you. So I read some examples that you can see in this part. For example, I always wake up at 7 in the morning, okay? Uh, then I usually have breakfast at 7:30 a.m. Then I catch the bus to university at 8 a.m. and continue with the daily routine. routine. And I show you the picture. So identify words with the actions for your daily routine. So maybe, well, I need a volunteer. I need a volunteer for your daily routine. A mini daily routine. The 5 sentences. For example, I start with I wake up very early. Then I get a dress. No, no, a shower. Sorry. I get a shower and etc. etc. So please writing in the chat, or maybe if you can speak, you can speak or writing. So please, only one volunteer for your daily routine. One sentence or two sentences about your daily routine, please.
Hi, Mister.
Hi.
I'm gonna share my daily routine. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. Then I brush my teeth. After that, I take a shower and then I have my breakfast. After that, I continue to do the cleaning in my house and etc.
Excellent, excellent, Brenda. Thank you. So it's easy,
Okay,
right? Thank you, thank you.
yes.
It's easy. It's easy to use the vocabulary in your daily routine. So in the pronunciation, the this topic is like tell you before the third person singular endings, and you can see some rules. First one, the general rule is the third person singular, and we add s to the verb stop work or work read, stand tops, work streets, stand come, speak, comes, speak, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is the general rule. You can see a stop, for example, Mario stops the car from the supermarket, for example. Remember, add the s to the verb in the third person singular. Okay. The other example, read. For example, Mike reads um, this activity or this section. Okay. So the other rule is we can use IES. When the verb ends in J, we add IES to the verb if it is pronounced with these syllables, right? For example, fly. You can reemphasize this with this. Fly, flies. Okay, and also cry, cries. You can see the difference, right? And also this word, study, you can replace this 4 with this. Study, studies. Okay? TV, TVs. It's easy, right? So the third rule is when the verb endings uh, with s or right. When the verb ends in this letter of pronunciation, we can add es to the verb. And for example, cross. Okay, you can add es at the end. Crosses. Lose, loses. Only you can add the s. It's not necessary to put double e, right? So this is our example. Flash, because not only add es with this letter or intonation. Also, you can add es with this intonation or sh, okay, or sh, okay. And for example, flash, flashes, wish, wishes, okay. And also the teach, teaches, catch, catches, and judge, judges. And the last rule is the verbs, okay? When the verbs go and do, add es to the verb go, the goes or does. For example, go, goes, do, does. It's the example that we can see before, okay? And for reading section, this is the last one for this class. So I read uh, this history that I prepare it with you, and you can answer some questions, okay, in this platform. So you can follow me, and I mention an I don't know. For example, Monica continues after with me, and something like that. Okay. Okay. We can start it with the history. My name is Annie, and this is what I normally do. I love to walk on the mountain during the week. I wake up early and go for a small walk. Sorry, a small walk of the mountain. Usually go with my father or my brother. We like to get some fresh air before we start our day. So, Catherine Menjiva, we continue with the other part, please.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Um, okay, then it says, we live in the country far away from the city. We think that our country life is wonderful because we are away from the noise and pollution of the city. We often walk for about 1/2 hour and then return to our home. I always take my bus after our walk and at about 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
and
Okay.
arrive at school.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So, thank you, Catherine. So, Brenda, continue with this part, please.
Okay. My father takes his car and goes to town to work. He works at veterinary clinic. He is a vet and loves to help animals. We have 3 dogs and 2 cats.
Okay, thank you. So
Okay, you're
uh,
welcome.
Susanna, finish with the last part, please.
Okay. On the week, that one, right?
Yes.
On the weekend, we wake up early and go for a bike on the mountain. It is so nice to smell the fresh air and see the wild animals. We stay there for about 3 hours and bring our lunch with us. As you can see, my family loves nature.
Thank you. Thank you, Susanna. So this is my lesson for today. So remember, answer these questions for the reading session. Uh, it's simple questions, so you can see. And also, I can, let me see. Sorry. Uh, Below, I can prepare some tasks and assessment for each skill, and also again for well for you. So this is all for this class. So thanks very much for your attendance and see you soon. Thank you.
Okay, bye, teacher.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.